Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, your weekly dive into all things Nintendo with a couple of friends. And tonight we've got a fun episode because Super Mario Party Jamboree has released. So for this episode, Micah and I are going to be competing through computers. That's right. Each of us is going to pick a computer, and while we're recording our episode, Mario Party will be playing in the background. If you're watching the video version of the podcast, you can watch along as we play. Hey, there it is. There it is. Micah, are you ready to start this episode?
Yep.
Greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. My name is Andros, and I'm one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast. And I am joined, as I am joined each and every week, by my fellow Nintendo pal, Micah.
Yep.
And Micah, I gotta ask, how the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you've been a busy guy lately. I feel like every time I text you, like, hey, you want to do some games or something? You're out partying it up.
Yeah, something like that.
You live a very social life, much more social than me at this point.
I don't know if I'd quite call it social.
How the turns have tabled. But Micah, I gotta. Before we jump into the episode, we have a couple housekeeping type items that we do. Also, I want to apologize to anybody listening that is bothered by my sickly voice. I am coming off the tail end of a cold, flu. I mean, I was like knocked out for the past 2 days, and first day I'm feeling good, which is great. But the housekeeping items: 5-star reviews. If you leave us a 5-star review on your podcast listening app of choice, you'll get a shout out at the start of the episode, and you help us to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts. The world of Nintendo podcasts specifically, not the whole everything else. That's a lot. I'm sure we do a great job, but we're
Right,
just
but then it's worth.
Yeah, we're just trying to take over the world when it comes to podcasts. So if you could be so kind out there as to leave us a 5-star review, you help us out immensely. Recommend the show to a friend. Be like, hey, I listened to this cool podcast about Nintendo. You should listen too. And speaking of cool podcasts about Nintendo, why don't we start up this episode's PAL? It's not the PAL topic. What are we calling this? The theme? The PAL theme. This week's theme, we have a new Mario Party, which should appear on screen. Whoa! Thank you, Micah. Micah on the controls here. Micah, we're gonna play a round of Mario Party. Do you have a preference on which level we do? We've got.
I do like Wiggler.
The Wiggler one is pretty basic. It's kind of boring. I did just do that one last night for the first time. Goomba Lagoon's pretty good. Rainbow Castle, that's a classic. It's all right. It's pretty small. Roll'em Raceway, I thought was good. I played like a couple rounds of Rainbow Galleria before my kids got bored and and we stopped. That one looks fun. Western Land is good, and then this new one is the King Bowser Keep. But maybe we should leave that one. That one's like I don't want to spoil.
That's a little too fancy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of went with a Wiggler, because I was like, I don't know if I want to choose something. Exciting.
Let's go with something exciting, but that's like pretty prominent in the promo. That's Goomba Lagoon, I think. What do you have any?
That sounds good to me.
Objections?
I do like Goombas.
Okay.
There better be at least one Goomba stack somewhere.
Okay. Do you have a preference on who you would like? We can change their character.
Yoshi's my boy. So
Yoshi's your boy. Okay, I'll throw in Waluigi for me,
oh, gross.
and then
Those 2 mystery characters.
yeah, I haven't unlocked them yet.
One of those the ninja dude, isn't it?
Yeah, and the other one's Pauline. Which
Oh, okay.
who do you think represents our audience? We'll have our audience play the third. You would say Goombas? Just kidding.
I was thinking Shy Guy, actually.
Shy Guy.
A lot of them are faceless to us, essentially.
That's a good one. You guys will be playing Shy Guy. So who's
unless
gonna
they're
win here?
Our Discord, we don't really interact with them too much.
I think the winner of this gets a gift card. So we could be giving a gift card to the audience.
To the audience.
Just someone random will get one. I think that the difficulty needs to be easy. Like these need to be bad computers. You feel good about that?
That sounds good.
Especially since Luigi on the side is going to be doing nothing.
Well,
he's
yeah. What if Luigi wins because they're all so bad?
Then we all owe a gift card to someone else. Who? Then we will send a gift card to our friends, the Nintendo dads. The Nintendo dads are going to be represented by Luigi. Thank you for joining us involuntarily. No handicap. We're good to go. You ready?
I was born ready.
Playing in the background. While we chat here. So, my God, I've been playing a lot of Mario Party. I guess I'll talk about that, but maybe I'll let you go first. I've been doing a lot of chatting. Anything you want to highlight you've been playing lately?
I've just been playing a little bit of Outer Wilds. Not as much as I would like to play, but I'll finish it eventually.
So tell me about Outer Wilds. That's the time travel-y one, right?
Kind of. I guess I can. I feel like everyone kind of knows you're essentially in a time loop, and you have to figure things out. I don't really want to say too much because that's part of the fun. They kind of just drop you in. You're like, hey, do whatever you want, and then you realize there are things happening, and you have to figure out why. Hopefully that was just vague enough.
Just vague enough. I've heard a lot of people reviewing the game that kind of talk about how like it's a game you have to play. You don't want to get spoiled on it.
Yeah, which is also the same with Tunic, which is another game I highly recommend.
Well, it makes it tough to market it and talk about it.
It really does.
But that's just the way it be sometimes, you know? That's cool. Anything else you want to highlight? Are you playing?
That's pretty much it. Eventually, I'll be playing Echoes of Wisdom. Still playing too.
All right, it's Luigi's first turn, and so we're about to find out. It does look like I do have to push buttons for Luigi, and it won't force him to roll the dice. So I'm going to just be pushing buttons. That's okay. It's kind of like
a strong start.
It's kind of like a fidget toy here. I'm just gonna be like sitting here, just
mashing the button,
mashing the button. Well, I've been playing a lot of this game. Break from Zelda Echoes of Wisdom because I think I've decided that I'm a fan of Mario Party. I like Mario Party games a lot. And I'm a late comer to the series. I didn't really get my own Mario Party until the Wii. I played Mario Party a couple times prior to that at game kiosks at McDonald's playgrounds.
Nice.
Those used to be a thing. Look them up. There were video game kiosks that would have, I think they went up as late as the GameCube era and then stopped. So I played some Mario Party on that, and I always thought it was fun. But Mario Party 8, I had a lot of fun with on the Wii. I didn't pick up 9. I played 10 on the Wii U, and and then all the Mario Parties on Switch. And I've liked all of them. And this by far is the best Mario Party game I have ever played. Out of all the Mario Parties I've ever played. And I guess where do I start? You have any questions? Let me. What you got? Any questions about the game that I can use as a diving board to jump to points to talk about?
Is it good?
It's great. It's great. I like all of the maps. They have a good. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Is there a mode for like pro players that like to take a little bit of the randomness out, mayhaps?
Yes, that's a new thing in this one. I don't think that's been in a Mario Party previously. There's pro mode. And pro mode has some changes to the rule set. First off, they tell you what the bonus star at the end is going to be at the beginning. So you know right away that it's going to be like the sightseer bonus, which is like go the most spaces, or the mini game bonus, where it's like
Get the most coins from minigames or win the
it's
most
just win
minigames?
the most mini games. Yeah.
I want
The
it'd be interesting if isn't there one for like landing on the most red spaces as well?
yeah, I don't think that one's in the pro mode. There's like only 3 or 4.
Lame. I thought that'd be a fun one. You like choose your branching path to purposely land on red spots.
Yeah, which I do in the main game frequently, because of that. I like the randomness of the original of the base game. Party mode, as it's called in this game. There's pro mode and party mode. And as you can see here, what's playing behind me in party mode, the mini game is random, and in pro mode, there will be 3 options, and you get to vote for which one you like, and then it will randomly pick between what's voted. Kind of like Mario Kart Online. If you pick a level, it'll put it up in the levels to pick from, and then it cycles through everybody playing what they want. Oh, this is an unfortunate mini game behind me for my boy Waluigi.
I was
Because
very excited to see.
I will be doing nothing. The mini games are all really good. I haven't found any that I've been like, yeah, that's kind of lame. There is the option of playing with no motion controls, which I think greatly reduces the amount of mini games that you can play. But playing with or without, I mean, I've done both and had a great time with both. So they've got old mini games from old Mario parties returning, and then others that are brand new to this game. Yeah. What else does pro mode do? Oh, lucky spaces are guaranteed. You can pick 10 coins or a double dice. You get to pick
Oh,
on the
interesting.
lucky space. Whereas in party mode, it's random and there's like
You can get a star or something, can't you?
no, never a star. 10. There's like 10
Oh, really?
spaces. The
Are
Bowser
there
space in
are
pro
there no
mode. Oh, go
are there
ahead.
no hidden stars? That's been a thing in past games, hasn't it? Am I crazy?
There is not hidden stars. I don't think there's hidden stars in party mode either. Party mode does have hidden blocks though, which will contain like 20 coins,
Okay, yeah.
which is enough to buy a star. So there's that. Pro mode the Bowser space. in pro mode guarantees losing a star.
Oh, that's crazy rough.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
That's horrible.
And it removes the one space that gosh, what's it called?
Yoshi's drowning. Right,
What is the
it's been
space?
the water
There's
levels change.
it's the like random space where you'll roll a dice and it will say like this player and this player swap coins or give a star from
Oh
this player to
yeah,
this player. It removes that in pro mode. That's not there, which is one of my favorite spaces in the game.
it
It
does.
led
That it did happen in at the story you're about to tell. I think so.
led to an iconic moment where I lost 7 stars as Waluigi.
After just going on the most insane luck spree.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great run.
I mean, not entirely luck. You are practically a Mario Party pro, but lots of things are going your way until they very suddenly weren't.
Well, let me tell you here, Micah, that the sort of gimmick for this one is called the Jamboree Buddy, which is happening on screen behind me right now. The Jamboree Buddy will give you a bonus, and it changes depending on which character it is. So in this case, we've got Wario behind me. Um, his bonus is that you'll get 3 to 8 coins every turn before hitting your dice. And if you have the Jamboree Buddy, every space you land on, you get to do double of that space, which makes it so you can buy 2 stars from the star space. It still costs 20 each, but it lets you buy 2 at once, which is not something you can normally do. If you
It's like
land
that.
on a good space, you get double the good effects. But if you land on a bad space, and I have seen it every time someone who's gotten the Jamboree Buddy and landed on a Bowser space, you get that twice, which sucks. You can also buy 2 items from the shop and such. The Jamboree Buddy, to get it,
Seems
you think,
really
oh,
powerful.
you just have to pass by them, right? Kind of. You pass by them, and then you have to play a mini game with against all the other players to determine who gets him or her.
So even if you're not the one that gets to them, you can still win.
If you're the person that gets to them, you get a bonus,
Okay, so you have
like an
advantage.
advantage in the mini games. And
Mm.
some of the advantages are so good, and then other times they do nothing. So I was like, oh, I got to a buddy. This is awesome. And it was like you get a speed boost placed right in front of you at the very beginning of the race, and it gave me a head start of like no, nothing at all. It was so meaningless, and I was like, well, that sucks. I didn't end up winning the buddy. That was Yoshi as a buddy.
Oh man. Oh, so the buddies, are they all playable characters? I mean,
Yes.
obviously characters aren't in play, but
Yep. Yep. They are all
that's
They
pretty cool.
are all playable characters, and they each have different bonuses. Oh, are you laughing at what's happening
Yeah,
to your boy Yoshi?
Yoshi's trapped on an island and you just had to run in a circle
This map
3
is
times.
very interesting because it switches between low and high tide, and it happens, I think, every like 4 or 5 turns.
Oh, so Yoshi's just gonna be chilling on that teeny island forever.
Unless
Oh, and so
someone
is a Waluigi.
we're going to hang out, buddy. Oh yeah. Um yeah. But then on top of that, once you have the buddy, you are not safe with the buddy. If you are passed by someone else, they take it.
Just
They
if they
take them.
move past you at all.
Yes.
So are you able to win the buddy and then not even have a turn and have someone just steal it from you?
That literally happened to me last night when playing online. I was so upset. They placed the buddy directly in front of somebody else. And then I won the buddy. But guess what? I was 2 spaces ahead of them. So they just
Took it back?
they just took it back instantly. Yeah. It's so dumb. I was
Oh
like,
my
this is
goodness, that's so funny.
what what a waste. Um
That brings joy to my heart. but also that would be so frustrating to have happen to you.
Man, Luigi really is. Is this one where?
Yeah, what's even? Oh, I guess well,
Oh,
Luigi's
it's
trying to
controlled by
knock people off.
my tilt. Interesting. I was just holding the controller to
What
the
the
side, so I just kept running off the edge.
running off this?
Luigi
I
just kept
was.
running off the edge.
What's the point for Luigi? Can they also get coins there?
Yeah, everybody collects coins, and you just get how many you got.
Then why did Luigi have Nessie?
Because
Doesn't
he
make
can
any
knock
sense.
everybody else off the edge easy. Luigi got 2, and everybody else got 42.
42. There's oh, they're on a team against
Yes.
Luigi. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Man. I was like, man, Yoshi's actually crushing. Yoshi got so many of those coins. But then it helps out Waluigi anyways.
Oh, we're about to see the tide shift. So Waluigi and Yoshi will not be trapped on that island anymore. The maps are all really fun. The characters have no differences between them. I think that was a problem with the first Super Mario Party. In that you have like the character specific dice, and some of them were
Yeah.
just really good, and some of them were just like meh.
Yeah. So you felt kind of compelled to play as a better dice character compared to the characters you actually want to play as.
Yes, and the buddies in that game would give you their dice, but those buddies weren't like stealable.
Yeah. I was like, buddies in this seem even better.
Yeah, and they have like a time limit on how long they're on the board. So
Oh, before they just go away. Yeah. I think it said 3 turns for Wario. I assume
yeah.
that's pretty standard.
Yep. Ooh, Waluigi being smart here with that, using the warp pipe. Just
That
takes you to a
actually
random spot on the board.
is a smart play. Just not something you usually see from Waluigi.
Oh man. Um Okay, this is just the party mode that I've been hyping up so far because there are a bunch of other modes in this game. Oh, and I should mention that this has online play. Uh you
Oh,
can
yeah. You did
play
mention your buddy was stolen online.
Yeah, you can play
Sweet.
randos online. And I have some gripes about it because I don't think it's
Hmm.
real.
You think you're playing bots?
I think so. I think so.
There's no way.
It works really good. That's one problem. Uh, the other issue is there are reactions that you can use, and so for example, I've played 3 online games since I was sick. I was just in bed playing Mario Party, um, and at the beginning of every game, like total game, not like each of the little mini games. At the beginning of the play session of the Mario Party, the first several turns, people would be using reactions, and I'm like, okay, this is real. These are real people. But then inevitably, halfway through, no one's using
Uh,
reactions anymore. And
if people drop out, then I'm
Mhm.
sure they just get replaced. That makes sense.
When I ready up, the other
Like
players instantly ready up.
instant halfway through.
Yes. Yes. And then on top of that, sometimes it makes you watch the other players' turns, like, it'll show the shop menu,
Yeah.
and then it will, and then you'll, like, see it as if you're watching them play their turn. But then other times, it'll just show the coins be spent and then the item they got. And I'm not sure if it's, like, a syncing issue or if it's just
It could be.
when I see those things happening, uh, if I'm seeing it, then they're real, and if I'm not, then they're not real. And there's no distinguishing anything to tell you. There's not like uh, a little like Wi-Fi bar that says like their connection is poor or anything like that. It just it just plays solidly regardless of what's happening.
Yeah. That
And
makes sense. So better than someone leaving and it being like, okay, I guess you guys are done now.
I wish it would tell you.
Yeah. So you'd at least know. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now it doesn't tell you, and I am fairly certain that in all of the online games I've played, it has ended. Every single one has ended with me just playing bots. Um, and that's well, actually no. I did have one where one other player was using reactions up till the very end. So I think that's the way to know that they're
They're
a
real.
real player is if they're using reactions. So I can kind of show it on the screen here. You can see these
Oh, yeah.
reactions being used, and I don't think the bots use them ever. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It works really good. That's why I want to play with friends, not just randos online, because then we'll be able to see.
Actually finish a match
Yeah, and
or a
see
game.
how yeah, and see if there is anything weird happening with this thing. Because if there isn't, then this game plays incredible online. Like I've had no lag in anything. And that's
Just not something you usually hear about Nintendo games.
no, this yeah, exactly. So that's online. But speaking of online, there's more modes. There is a Coupathlon. I don't know how you
Yeah.
Coupathlon is how I am saying it and how I'm gonna commit to saying it in this. Where
I
you
think
play
Koopa. Yeah, I don't want to try it. Actually, I've decided.
you play against 20 other people in basically a very basic Mario Party board that it just goes in a circle and you go up spaces for every coin that you collect. Or it's like every few coins that you collect. So it's a huge circle board and the goal is to complete 3 laps. Dude, your
This is my
Yoshi
like
was going
this. This is like my favorite mini game too. Just the button mash ones.
dude, your Yoshi was going crazy.
Oh, hot dog! Look at that.
Yeah, that was well done. Well played by Yoshi. Yoshi's definitely winning
Oh,
overall. I
Shy
think
Guy
he's the
already
most
has
fun.
a star.
Oh, does he? I wasn't paying attention. So I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
Luigi went by and was like 4 coins short. I think actually of being able to buy a star. But yeah, Yoshi's like loaded. Most of them are actually pretty loaded.
Oh, it's because that one round they won like 45
42.
coins each. Yeah, that's crazy. So Coupathlon plays single mini games, and it goes there will be 3 mini games, and each round those same 3 mini games gets more difficult. Like it goes up in difficulty, but it's the same mini game.
Okay.
So for example, there was one where it was like a choose the door that has more, and then you go into a room and there will be like a bunch of enemy types walking around, and you have to pick which one has the most and go through that door, and you get coins.
Okay.
And then in subsequent rounds, like when it cycled through the other 2 games back to that one, it was dark in the room, and you had a harder time seeing. There were objects blocking things. Um, what is this Goomba doing?
Yeah. Also, what they got like a conch shell? I don't know what any of those items mean. Also, I assume picking the Goombas not good. Also, that doesn't seem good. Call imposter Bowser on an opponent. I guess that isn't bad. So in
Yeah,
pro mode, if they had that item, would that person just automatically lose a star?
I don't think that item is
Or what
available
does
in pro mode.
oh gross. While Luigi's getting a star.
Let's go. Is he in first place now?
Probably.
I think he has
He probably has
more money than
similar.
Shy Guy.
Should have
Yeah.
pretty similar, I think.
Yeah, he's in
I
first place.
can actually tell because my body's in the way. Oop, button.
The next star is right next to him. Oh, I guess you can't.
I don't think you can get to it though. He has to go like all the way around. Everyone's super far away from that though. I think he's actually the closest. I think everyone's on like the right side of the island.
I've never been so invested in easy computer players. Yeah, so Coupathlon, you play, and that is online. The mini games are individual mini games. So at the end of the mini game round, then everybody moves up. It's actually happening live because I did end up winning my first online Coupathlon. I went from 9th place to 1st in the course of that mini game because I played strategically to just get a lot of coins very early in the round. And it let me cross the finish line before everybody else. So
It's impressive.
yeah, it's fun. It's really fun, actually. And it's pretty quick. All things considered, it's like way faster than obviously Mario Party. You essentially play like I think the fastest you could do it in is like 9 mini games. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Luigi got it first try. That's so dumb. I just was mashing the A button. And
Oh.
Yoshi, what is this game?
Come on, skip Waluigi and let Shy Guy out.
That's so funny. Okay, Shy Guy has a 50-50 here.
And if he fails, Waluigi gets out. Oh man.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Waluigi is an easy computer.
He
We
could
never
be
know.
very dumb. Nope, he is not that dumb.
Watching the card match thing was actually kind of painful earlier on. I feel like they're just grabbing random cards every time.
Poor Shy Guy. Sorry, listeners. Shy Guy. I mean, Shy Guy is in second place currently. So we're still pretty early in game here.
I think we're actually on like I guess
Oh,
this is
we're
turn
about
5
halfway.
left.
Man, and we have so much left of the episode to cover. So I guess we'll we should move along here. So yeah, at Coupathlon, other modes, there are a bunch of motion minigame modes that are all co-op. At least the ones that I've played, and that is the rhythm cooking, which is like the dance game from Super Mario Party, but instead of it being competitive, you're working together to get a good score. And Toad's Motion Factory, and it's like this mini game that has about 30 levels where I played it with my kids and we played all the way through. Um, your Joy-Con does things to like move a ball. So it'll be like you'll have control of like a paddle to like tilt, and it's just a simple like get the ball in the hole puzzle. And it gets really hard the further you get into it, and I am very excited because I'm going to be streaming trying to do that solo. You know, my classic Mario Party where I strap 2 Joy-Cons to my feet. It's gonna be
Is
awesome.
that your plan? One in each hand and one on each foot?
Yep. And I have to beat the game doing that.
Should be entertaining.
Um, and then there's Koopa Flight School, and I haven't played that one yet, but it looks fun. And then there's I'm not even done. There's a whole Bowser mode where you play cooperative with 20 players to take down Imposter Bowser. And I saw a review from a gaming site that was like, Imposter Bowser feels a little bit forced. But did you know that Imposter Bowser has been around since Lost Levels as a character.
I'm pretty sure Imposter Bowser's been around since like the first Mario.
Were the first ones imposters?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't think it was in the very first game,
Probably
but
not.
definitely in Lost Levels.
Because when
When you
they turn into like Goombas at the last second or something, or
Yep.
Koopas, or okay, yeah.
Yep. An imposter Bowser in this game is one of those like flying Magikoopa guys, the red ones from Yoshi's Island that like kidnapped the baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It's one of those enemies that uh Kamek Kamek?
Yeah.
Kami Koopa? I don't know. Kamek has transformed into a superpowered Bowser.
Cammy
And
to his friends.
yeah. um and because of that, you can play as Bowser. I think that's the only reason that oh my gosh, this sucks.
Wager all the coins.
I should
Come on.
have. Actually, no. 14? Sure.
Man.
I don't know why I wagered all the coins. This is just giving Yoshi
Yeah,
money.
yeah, exactly. Actually, maybe not.
Oh, we're about to find out what's going to happen here. This is
Oh, this is
truly
actually funny.
random.
I think random, just hitting A randomly will beat Yoshi here, probably.
You don't even hit a button. It goes
Oh, it's
automatically.
just after.
Luigi literally is doing nothing.
That seems like not the greatest placement, Yoshi. I'm gonna be honest. That felt like a bad spot.
Oh my goodness. No. Luigi's is really bad.
Oh, they're both
Those
like
were
the same.
those were both bad. How did you get that?
Yeah, well, how did the one not fall? I don't understand. That one got hit and then knocked over another pin and then stood back up. Oh.
How did the ball end up in the same spot? This is rigged. Rigged game. Look at that. That did nothing. That meant nothing happened. Anywho, I think that's enough talking about that. I'll talk more about this game because there's still more modes and stuff I have yet to play. But I am loving it so far. It is great. And that's all I've been playing this week. I've been playing a lot of Mario Party. And I am decidedly a Mario Party fan. I am a big fan of the series. I have liked pretty much every game I have played in the series. And yeah, I'm no longer like yeah, it's okay. No, I'm this is one of the flagships for me now. I'm gonna be a diehard Mario Party guy. Up there with Mario Kart and Zelda and Mario. Maybe not quite as high as Zelda and mainline Mario. Did it just say that they're taking 43?
Yeah, Yoshi wagered 43 coins on this
Yoshi
duel.
Yoshi betting big. Oh, and Yoshi
86
won.
Oh my gosh. If there's a star for who gets the most points, Yoshi is like doubling everyone at this point.
How many coins does he have? Can you give us the other screen view so we can see? 138. Oh, he's using.
He just buy. He
he
just
bought-
stole what star from
He
Waluigi?
stole it from Waluigi.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What a play.
Beautiful. Nothing against Waluigi, though. He's just a gross person.
Waluigi, real upset, I think.
Yeah, Waluigi went the wrong way just to duel Yoshi.
And he's gambling everything.
Please
Dude,
let Yoshi win
if
again.
If Yoshi wins this, it's gonna be so funny.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. Yoshi won again. Yoshi now has 132 coins. Waluigi went I feel his pain, man. He went from first place, loaded with coins and a star, to nothing. He has nothing.
Literally nothing. But he got 6 coins from that blue spot, so
Oh,
that's pretty good, I guess.
that is so funny. Okay, well, Waluigi, Luigi's hosed.
There's a chance the monkeys might actually win for. I don't actually know what they do, but I assume they run around and throw snowballs.
Oh my god. Okay,
Luigi's
we need
winning.
to
Luigi's winning.
this is insane. I
Oh,
can't
he's so
believe it.
close. Oh my goodness. Do
It's
they have to knock out all the monkeys,
It's
or
2v2. They have to
if
knock
they
out Luigi.
if Luigi's out, then it just ends?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Why aren't these monkeys throwing the ball? Throw
Why
it.
is no one throwing? Oh
Okay,
my
okay,
goodness.
got
What
it,
a throw by Yoshi. I already Waluigi got taken out so quick. I thought for sure Luigi was gonna win that.
This game's fun. Anybody out there that is like, I don't know, I already have Mario Party on Switch. This is definitively the best one for Switch because it has the options. You can play the motion controlled mini games. You can play online in what seems like pretty seamless, well done code. You can play the game completely handheld, which the other two Mario parties are iffy on. Mario Party Superstars, you can do handheld pretty decently, but this is just the best one. Best one for sure. It's the highest rated currently on Metacritic as well. Anywho, yeah, we should jump into because we've got a lot to talk about with the news. So Nintendo news.
So distracted by this.
Um,
I smoke with Yoshi. Oh, someone actually beat Yoshi in a duel now.
there you go. You got Shy Guy loaded up with coins, which is really a bummer. He's too far ahead to steal a star though, because the ghost was behind him.
Oh yeah.
So, surprise drop of Banjo Tooie for NSO, Nintendo 64 Online, and this is for the Nintendo. Default. I'm sorry, man.
Poor Yoshi. He's the first pick, so he gets stolen from by everyone.
Yep. And that's exciting stuff. I will definitely be giving that one checking that one out.
Yeah, that's definitely an exciting one for them to add compared to some of their choices.
Yeah. What else we got in Nintendo news?
Big news. May 22nd, 2025, Super Nintendo World will be opening at Universal Orlando Resort.
Now, this is early, right? Wasn't this supposed to open in July?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember.
I'm fairly certain that they moved the date up.
Because I thought didn't they move it back first or something?
Yep. Yeah,
And
that
then
was
moved it back
due to
a little
that was
bit,
due to COVID. The year got pushed out.
yeah.
But yeah, now they're saying that it's going to open up in May of next year. So that's exciting. Universal, Nintendo, we are ready for early access coverage. Hit us up. Our email is open with those free tickets to Universal. Actually, we'll pay for it if we get early access. I'll pay. We'll pay for that. Oh, have you seen this? This is a new item.
I have not. Yeah, I have not seen the lodestones.
The
I feel like
lodestone takes up an
roll is
item.
worse.
It takes up an item slot, and it cannot be discarded unless you use it. And it breaks open and
Okay.
gives you 2 coins.
That's not horrible. I mean,
It's
if you don't
pretty
have
bad.
items, but
Yeah,
if you like have other items you want to be using,
dude, let's see Waluigi do this game by himself. He
it's
got
one
this,
he could
bro.
actually theoretically win, which I don't feel great about. Watch as the other two squash each other. I told you. Oh, this is
What are
painful.
we
It
doing?
can't be done.
What are they doing?
Oh, it's because they come back, so you just have to make it get there slower. Oh my gosh, they're going to lose. Go back for that one that's close. Go back for the one that's
Oh
close.
no! Oh no! A
Is it
tie! It's a tie! How?
kidding me?
How?
You're
What?
kidding me? It's like that moon door opening thing in what was that one game where all four to the
We
100th
party.
of the second, we party all four to the 100th of a second tied.
Um, Micah, I know that the park is going to be absolutely slam packed
Oh yeah.
day one. So, but we will be there to cover it. That's something we will do. We already have the wristbands. We're ready to go.
Oh yeah, true.
So look forward to that. And then in maybe slightly less exciting news, Nintendo released their official Joy-Con charging stand.
It finally happened.
Now, to clarify, they have released this product has existed for a long time, but not Nintendo official. They were licensed by Nintendo and made. Now, this is a Nintendo official charging station coming at literally like the last few months before we figure out what the next system is.
It seems so weird.
I heard a theory that I liked from our pals over at the Nintendo Cartridge Society on their podcast that the next Switch will be compatible with Joy-Cons, but it won't be able to charge them. Like it uses a different.
You wouldn't be able to like dock, but it would still connect.
Exactly. And so
I could see that.
so I think that might be why is like, oh, here's an option so that you can continue to use those controllers.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. And I think that just about covers it for news. Unless I'm missing something. I am missing something. I'm missing several somethings. It looks like the Namco news. You want to take that one?
Oh, Namco news.
Do you have something else you saw in the news?
Well, I was just thinking the got to mention the Super Mario Party Jamboree icons.
Oh yes. Yep, new icons available. I actually bought all of them because, like I said, I am now a Mario Party fan. Yeah, so go pick those up now. I still think it's a missed opportunity that you can't mix and match backgrounds and characters. An odd choice by Nintendo, but what are you gonna do? They made it a freaking alarm clock. Like they do what they want. So then we have in other news, Namco has paused development of a few games, including some Nintendo, a Nintendo project. So Namco is doing, I guess they're cutting staff, doing layoffs, like everybody else in the industry right now. Some Nintendo game got hit by that. It's a bummer.
Yeah. Bummer for all the games.
And then I guess last thing that we want to talk about here, this is this news item is kind of twofold. One, Game Freak had a mega leak, massive leak of a lot of data this week, and that is what we're going to be talking about in the PAL topic. Is a lot of that data. People are calling it the TeraLeak. Remember the Nintendo Giga Leak? This
Yep.
is the TeraLeak because there is over a terabyte of stuff that has been leaked online. And one of those things that isn't really related to Pokemon is an unreleased 2007 remake of Yoshi's Egg that was developed by Game Freak and built in their built in one of the Pokemon engines. So yeah, and the source code for that leaked, so people have gameplay of this remake of Yoshi's Egg. That's pretty cool. So with that, I guess we'll jump over to the rumor mill. All right, all we got today in the rumor mill is this leak that showed a drawn image of Switch, the next Switch and dock, and
Yeah.
this is stupid.
Like, I could have drawn this, and literally the only thing it even like remotely shows is that there's like extra big kickstand. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Is it like wider at the bottom? Is that what they're trying to show in the picture of
Like
the
the
dock?
dock seems like bigger on the back, but I just don't know if that's
But
like
it just
drawing
looks like,
quality
yeah,
or if
exactly. I mean, because the image is drawn so crudely, and it's just like, okay, it doesn't look all that exciting or different.
yeah. It doesn't
Not
really show
enough
any.
to really have any hype around it for, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. I opened that up and I almost laughed.
I did too.
Like,
I
I
did
was like,
too.
what is this? But yeah, I mean it might be kind of yeah, the dock might be kind of fatter on the bottom, I guess. Maybe. It looks like it has two USB ports.
Isn't that how the dock is right now?
Yes.
Well, it's something to talk about, I guess. In other news, we got a rumor that Nintendo may be gearing up for a GameCube controller release.
Mm.
And I don't know if you are watching the game here, but Yoshi just called Bowser on
Called it on
Luigi.
the Ouija.
Yoshi's a heartless monster. What the heck? Luigi's.
Uh
I guess he's not
Yoshi's
in
playing
last
this
place.
Yoshi's playing this game just like I would.
Why not calling on Shy Guy?
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh, that's
That
pretty
is
funny.
funny. You actually can lose oh my
He
gosh, if he had
does
called it on
cough
Shy
up a
Guy,
star. I don't have one.
take some coins. Yoshi is a hero.
I
That's
don't
what
think that
Yoshi
was.
is.
I don't think that was intended.
Yoshi's always 5 steps ahead.
Yeah, man, he's playing. He's playing really good. Oh,
Look at that, he got Mario just literally right there.
Jamboree buddy getting activated here. That's about it for what we got to cover in the rumor mill. So I say it's time to move on to the secret segment. Okay. Today's secret segment is suggested by LPD, who says, can you guys cast a live action Pokemon Yellow movie? Gym leaders, rival, Team Rocket, and mom. So now is the time to embarrass ourselves in how little we know about.
I mean, we all know all the gym leaders from Pokemon Yellow, right?
I know a good amount of them.
Okay. Lieutenant Surge. I'm not crazy. I knew one of them. Well, I guess, of course, the first two.
Who were the first two?
Brock and Misty.
Brock and Misty. I think for Ash or Trainer Red or Yellow or whatever we want to call him in this, definitely Chris Pratt.
Of course.
And then
Obviously.
Team Rocket will be Jack Black. Just kidding.
He'll be Meowth.
See, I wish we had planned this one out, because like I feel like I'm going to kind of just flying off the seat of my Pokemon pants. Let's go down the list here. So he said, first off, gym leaders. So the first gym leader is Brock. Who would be a good Brock?
Obviously, The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I don't even know. I kind of think that who was the main guy in the Pokemon movie?
Oh yeah. No, that would be good. You just ran off the edge for no reason. I want to say Justin. I feel like that can't be right.
Justin Smith?
Hey, that actually sounds pretty good.
Justice Smith.
Justice.
Justice Smith, I think, kind of has because I picture Brock as being, he's got to be young, right? Do you think Justice Smith could bulk up? Because Brock's ripped, remember? He's absolutely ripped in the games.
But he's not like buff.
No, he's
like
just like shredded with like skinny muscle. So that's who I cast for Brock, and he already has Pokemon experience, right? With the live action Pokemon. I feel like the characters that he plays are more like mild mannered, which I guess Brock is somewhat. So
except he gets a little psychotic when he sees someone attractive.
Yeah. But in the movie, would he do that? Because is the movie just going to follow the game? It's just going to have Brock
probably.
So that's who I pick for Brock. You have any objections to that?
I think that's pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna look up here. Who would be a good Misty? And then the question is, like, do you cast adults or do you cast kids? Because aren't they all supposed to be like 10?
Yeah. You probably want pretty young.
I think what I would do is cast like a teen, and so you could get away with like someone in their young 20s. That
Young
looks
20s.
yeah, that looks teenagery. Um, I'm just googling top teen actresses. Uh, mm, mm, mm. I don't know who any of these people are. I don't have a good pick for this one. Do you have you find anybody?
No.
This list 25 and under in 2020. They're not going to be 25 and under anymore. They're going to be like 30. Here's one I recognize. Sabrina Carpenter. Is she a singer?
I think so.
She starred as an actress. Yeah, bring her in as Misty. Sure. Sabrina Carpenter.
Sounds good.
And then who's next?
Lieutenant Surge, according to my list.
Lieutenant Surge. I think you have to cast. What's his name?
I can't think of the guy from Rocky, the bad guy,
Yeah.
the Russian, right? He was Russian. Dolph Lundgren. That's right.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking of. I'm thinking
Who are
of.
you thinking of?
What is his name?
I only thought of that because I originally thought Sylvester Stallone.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
That's him? Oh, yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme as Lieutenant
I
Surge.
mean, I suppose I could see that.
How old is he?
That's
now?
probably better.
64?
My pick might be a little too tall.
Who played Ken in the new Barbie movie?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, what is his name? Ryan Gosling? Right?
Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Ryan Gosling. He's kind of because you just got to think that it just has to be like a really buff dude that has to be like ultra American, and I feel like he could play that. He's good at playing like a character.
I don't know if he's ultra buff,
He's pretty in shape.
but not
Maybe
buff,
this is where we cast The Rock.
The Rock.
But the problem is The Rock doesn't have hair. Who we got for buff actors?
I'm thinking if we just go with my pick, but they dub in someone with an American accent.
How about you do Chris Hemsworth?
Oh, I could see that. Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth actually fits.
that actually is pretty good.
Okay, we're casting Chris Hemsworth. I just typed in buff actors, and you know who the first pick is? Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Wait, Hugh Jackman's only 56? I thought he was older than that. Dude, he's still young. Why did he give up on Wolverine so early? I mean, they brought him back, obviously, and he's going to be doing it until he's 90, according to the new Deadpool. Okay. Who's next? Is Sabrina next?
It's Erica.
Erica.
According to this list.
She's grass gym leader, right?
Yeah, she gives the rainbow badge. And this picture of her is very small.
Man, I don't know. I remember in the anime, she was just like considered to be like super super pretty, and people like hung around the gym so that they could see her.
What if we pull a Ghost in the Shell and we go Scarlett Johansson?
Okay, sure. Scarlett Johansson. Another one that came up on this list because I just looked up top female actresses. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway could. She's got the dark hair.
Yeah, I mean, this person definitely looks like they're like 14. Based
Okay,
off
so
the pictures I do see.
Top female actresses under 20. There's the Princess Peach girl, whose name I can't remember.
Oh, what the? It's like Anya Taylor Joy.
Yeah. Actually,
like
no. I want to cast her as Sabrina. Can we skip ahead?
Sure.
I feel like she has that aura of could play, or wait, no, who played Wednesday? They cast her in everything.
Oh yeah. Ortega.
Yeah,
Jenna
Ortega. Jenna Ortega.
Jenna. Okay, yeah.
That's Sabrina. That's Sabrina. Okay, we're jumping ahead to Sabrina. So Erica can be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. We are doing what I hate Hollywood does, and that's just name dropping. But I like just don't know anybody. Okay, who's next on the gym leader list?
Koga.
Jackie Chan.
Sure.
Who do we have that's like young Jackie Chan like actor? What's his name? Simu Liu.
Oh yeah, Simu.
Simu Liu.
Yeah, from.
Oh, you were right. It is Simu Liu. Yeah, I mean he played a ninja already, kind of. It wasn't really a ninja, but martial arts. Which Koga is a martial artist.
Yeah, so, works for me.
Simu Liu. Done. Although I kind of picture Koga as older. How old is Koga canonically?
Who knows?
But doing research here
40
on the side.
or 50s.
Oh, Simu Liu is too young for that.
He could look old, I'm sure. This one just says 40. This one says age unknown.
Simu Liu is
pretty
young.
The Koga Adventures thing of what I'm looking at, he looks pretty young. I don't know.
I guess.
This is from.
Yeah, Simu Liu is 35, so he could probably do it. Let's just stick with that. I don't want to spend more time than we need to on this. Who's next? We already is Sabrina next?
We got Sabrina.
And we already casted Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
I have not been paying attention. I need to be mashing the buttons better. Blaine. Blaine is an old man, right? He's bald.
Picard.
Yeah. What's his name?
I can't think of his actual name. Jeez, you feel like a terrible person. Because not on the spot, I do know his name.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, that guy.
Patrick Stewart. That's a good pick. Although he is very old.
Yeah, he's pretty old at this point, but
he might not
I believe
be able.
in him.
How old is he? Patrick Stewart age? He's 84, man. We can't be making him act in this movie.
What are you talking
No.
about? He loves acting.
No. Okay, we'll stick with it. That's good enough. And then we need the last gym leader, who is also
Giovanni.
Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. Who plays
Who's
Giovanni?
also in crazy good shape.
Is Giovanni
this
in great
picture.
shape? Yeah, that's right. He is. Well, I think that's like a Team Rocket interpretation, like Jesse and James describing him. Henry Cavill.
You know, yeah, sure. I can respect that.
Henry Cavill, I feel like, would be I mean, I love when he plays heroes, but he also just does a really good job as villains, like in that Mission Impossible movie. But even in that, he was like a hero for most of the movie. Oh, the game is over, by the way. Let's see where we're at here. We ended with Shy Guy and Yoshi having a star. Yoshi has 2 stars. Okay, so Yoshi is in the lead. But now it's time to present bonus stars. So
This is where I always get betrayed by the game.
the
I
misfortune
knew.
bonus. Okay, who gets that one?
Go to Luigi.
It goes to Luigi.
And now they're going to give a movement bonus, which will probably also be Luigi. Luigi was rolling real good. Oh,
Rich
that
bonus.
has to be. That has to be Yoshi.
Yeah.
There's no shot that it's anyone else.
Dude, wow. Yoshi won it.
That's why he's my boy.
I feel
there are
like
only
that
2 bonus
bonus.
stars?
No, there's only 2.
Didn't there used to be 3? Am I crazy?
I think, yeah, and I think in this game you can actually change it.
Oh, change
Pro
how
mode
many
only
are there?
has 1. But that's a win for Micah as we round out that that game. $10 eShop gift card for Micah. Oh yeah, play some victory music.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any good victory music, so I randomly chose acoustic cinematic. Oh, I think that's enough of that.
All right. So we've cast all of the enemies. So the other things we need to quickly cast: the rival, Gary, Team Rocket, and Mom. Didn't ask us to cast the main character, which I'm glad. I don't want that pressure.
Chris Pratt, I thought we decided.
Yeah, we did. We already decided that. For Team Rocket, can we cast Ryan Reynolds and his wife as Jesse and James?
Sure. Ryan Reynolds and his wife. You know her name, right?
Don't remember her name. Do you?
I have to double check to make sure I'm not an idiot. Oh no, that's not the right.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively. I actually remembered.
Yeah. I just want it to be easy. Although Blake Lively is not super well liked by people right now. So maybe not. Maybe not Ryan Reynolds as well. Ryan Reynolds is in everything.
Who cares? Don't give in to peer pressure.
Okay. Well, we already did by casting popular picks here.
Yeah.
Just
And then
popular.
Jack Black as Meowth, of course.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And who plays the mom? Mom actresses. Let's look that up.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, this is from a sitcom called Mom. No. Actresses to play moms. Yes.
Actresses to play moms. Could always just go with Aunt May.
You've got Julia Louise Dreyfus, who is in lots of stuff. She's definitely mom energy there. How about Kristen Bell?
What?
She's Anna in Frozen.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking of someone else. That works for me.
Okay. Or this is where we cast Anne Hathaway. We've been saving Anne Hathaway.
Oh, true.
No, I like Kristen Bell. As Kristen Bell feels like a good actress to play a mom. Does she have kids? She probably does. This is how little I know about Hollywood culture in any way, shape, or form. And LPD, that's our fan casting. Thank you for tuning in to this wonderful fan casting of Pokemon Yellow, which is just apparently a celebrity studded. In all actuality, I just want them to cast no-name people that fit the part really well.
Yeah.
That's what I want. You can have a couple of a name list people that are like I feel like the Ryan Reynolds and Jack Black combo for Team Rocket is actually really a good pick. But anywho, that's that. Micah, that concludes this segment, and that concludes this game of Mario Party as well. You got the mini game award. Your Yoshi got the mini game award. Shy Guy got the shopping award. Luigi got the red space award, and Waluigi got the unlucky space award, which is very funny.
You should do they show like how many coins you got total under like bonuses?
Yeah, they do.
I just want to see Yoshi's coin count ending with 190, more than everyone else put together. 473. That's almost. Am I crazy? Is that almost like 50 a turn?
10 turns. Right. Yeah, there were just a lot. Yoshi got a ton of coins and then stole a ton of coins.
Yeah, lots of people dueled Yoshi for coins, and only Shy Guy won like one of the 4.
Yeah, it's a good time. A great time had by all. All right, we can close that out. And let's move on to the last segment of our show, because it's time for the PAL topic.
Wait.
We're going to be going over the Pokémon TeraLeaks. There is a lot of leaked stuff, and we're going to kind of be going over some of the highlights that we've seen online. But there's so much that there's going to be a ton that we missed here because it's pouring out, and as we speak now. So, Micah, you see you've got the document. Let's just kind of go bullet point by bullet point here. Give our thoughts on it, and yeah.
Yeah, the source code has been leaked for Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, Black and White 2.
Black and White 2, yeah. But it did take me like 5 seconds to think of what that was for. And immediately Breath of the Wild popped up.
Yeah, so I think those are like same generation, right? Black 2, White 2, or DS.
Yeah, they're both on DS.
3DS?
Actually, maybe 3DS for Black and White 2. I know Heart Gold and original Black and White were on just the regular DS.
Yeah. So source code for those games has been leaked, which means mod power and just being able to do crazy stuff with games is going to be abundant
Yeah.
for old games. I think that source code leaking, as much of a bummer as it is for the developer, is awesome for the consumer because it means that games are going to be decompiled and fully playable on computer, and there's going to be people making this is like Pokemon already has a lot of source code available online. And to get full games for newer games like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White 2 is just going to open the floodgates of fan games and mods, I think. There's like a whole game called Pokemon Fusion, which is based off of Fire Red, Leaf Green, I think. I may be wrong on that. But it's like an entire full-fledged game with an entire new mechanic. So we got cool stuff like that. Next bullet point is we have throwing that one up there. Other games source code has been released, and that's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So even Switch era games, the source code is very much available. Yeah. I'm excited to see what comes of that, and what will be. Hopefully, Nintendo and Game Freak don't take down too many fan projects.
Yep.
Hit us with our next one.
Yeah. Apparently, there's also the full source code for X and Y and ORAS. I actually don't know what Pokemon game that is.
Omega Ruby Alpha
still being
Sapphire.
released.
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So yeah, it's the 3DS games.
Yeah, those are still being uploaded apparently.
Cool. And I got a lot of this information from TeraLeaks on Twitter, which is kind of doing a lot of coverage from the leaks. Yeah. Shout out to TeraLeaks. Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about all this source code being leaked, Micah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, no one's really like buying these games anymore, I assume. So I feel they aren't really missing out on sales with it being released.
I mean, you could make the argument that Let's Go is on the current platform and
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Let's Go.
But there's also been a lot of stuff leaked for there's I'll move this point up as well. A debug near final version of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for PC, able to play on PC has been leaked. And there's also an early prototype build of Pokemon Legends Arceus for PC. And people are playing that, and I'm seeing a lot of like modded gameplay of that. And you could make the argument that those games are that is taken from sales, these games. But also the mods I'm seeing are really cool. So there's that.
There's that. Yeah, so it's crime, but it's like really cool crime.
It's really cool crime. I think that most people that will play these have already purchased the games. And that this is essentially just a little extra that you now get for free while sailing the high seas of piracy. And so yeah, I don't know. You wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a purse.
But will
Those
you
are the only two I
steal?
can remember.
Yeah, I don't remember the rest of that either. Regardless of what of our thoughts on the morality of this, it's happened. It's available and it's out there, and it's cool. The stuff that's coming out is cool. For example, I saw screenshots of I can't find the point here. I added it in here. But I saw screenshots of early Pokemon Legends Arceus gameplay, and they used a 3D model of Brock as the player character.
Oh yeah,
And that's awesome. That just makes me happy that that's what they're doing in the early phases of games. It's like throwing Brock as the playable character. Yeah. Anyway, and what else we got on here?
Apparently, the codename for the Switch 2 was the Ounce.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea.
Can we lighter? Is it going to be called the Ounce, the Nintendo Ounce?
I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to be called the Nintendo Ounce. It's I don't know.
Ounce?
It's the abbreviation for ounce. Something like OZ or something.
Yeah. It's for weighing volume. Will it be waterproof?
No.
I just don't.
Will it weigh 1/16 of a pound?
Wow. Maybe. It's just super lightweight. I feel like that I wouldn't want that though. It'd be so fragile.
Literally weighs an ounce, yeah.
I don't understand what this code name could be for other than it's just a code name. Do the code names ever mean anything?
Probably.
The GameCube was the Dolphin, and why was it called the Dolphin?
Because the Dolphin emulator that would come out later.
Yeah. The Wii was called the Revolution. And I guess that one is like tied to the
motion controls.
The motion controls and making it more casual focused. The Wii U's codename was Cafe, and that doesn't really make sense. The Switch's was NX. So I don't think it really means anything. But it's cool that we know it. It's kind of a lame code name, if I'm being honest. Like code name Ounce. Okay. Yeah. That's cool, Nintendo.
Is it better or worse than codename Graham?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about the code name Graham?
I prefer ounce to Graham. So
yeah, I think I prefer ounce as well. We also learned, so in more exciting news, moving away from ounces and grams, there is a Pokemon MMO potentially in development. And this looks to be like the rumors I saw said that it was in development with like Ilka. What does that mean? I don't know. And what a Pokemon MMO? What would that even be? Would it just be?
Never know.
Is it just like the original Pokemon, but you can play it online with a bunch of other people? I've seen that before, like fan games that let you play Pokemon. And do you remember Temtem? That was like its big thing. It was like, yeah, this is an MMO Pokemon. So maybe Pokemon's like, what if we did that? What if we just took that idea and did it too? People have been wanting it forever, so that could be cool. I'd play a Pokemon MMO probably. But then again, what Pokemon spin-offs have I truly played? Besides Pokemon Snap. I didn't really
Legends,
like.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a spin-off. But I didn't really like Unite. And I guess I am playing Pokemon Go pretty regularly.
And you played Pokemon Sleep a little bit? Pokemon Brush Your Teeth?
I did play a lot of Pokemon Brush Your Teeth, actually, yeah.
What's that actually called?
Pokemon Smile.
Pokemon Smile, yeah.
Smile. Cheese. Yeah.
EU Pikachu, you played that?
I did, yeah. Hey, Pikachu's great. I wonder if we'll get the source code for that. People can remake that game.
People can fix.
They can make it work.
Commands.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So yeah, how do you feel about a Pokemon MMO?
Sounds pretty cool.
Got potential. But then again, I haven't been like crazy about Pokemon as a company for the past like while, you know? Like Scarlet and Violet, I felt like were bad, but I still liked them. But they were just like underpolished. So
I feel like there weren't even that many issues.
They were definitely underpolished. You may not think so, but Nintendo did. They issued an apology. I don't know if you remember that.
Actually, I don't.
Yeah, they issued an official statement, and no Pokemon games came out this year. So yet they're not coming out this year, unless they drop some.
They dropped a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so you're kind of wrong.
That wasn't this year.
Feel relatively confident it was.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon release date.
I'm pretty sure I only played it like 2 months ago. I can't be that behind the times.
You're pretty behind the times, it looks like.
False. 2 months ago, someone posted that it was coming. We found out beginning of August.
It was released worldwide for the Nintendo Switch March 6th of 2020.
Oh yeah, we're thinking of different games. I'm talking about NSO.
Oh. I was talking about the Rescue Team DX. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. NSO. Sorry for my confusion. Golly.
And here I was thinking you were a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, that did drop just like 2 months ago, but that's also just a port. It's not even a remake. Okay. MMO. Both of us are like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That's how we feel about it. How about next up? Things that got leaked. There's been a ton of Pokemon beta designs, and these range from awesome to horrifying. I think my favorite of the horrifying is Cacnea. What does he evolve into? Cacturn.
Bigger cactus.
Cacturn beta sprite.
It's just like the Silent Hill triangle head.
Yep.
On a
He's
cactus.
creepy. He's like a ghost monster, like something you would not want to run into. And then his final design, he's just like a happy little scarecrow guy. He has much more jack-o'-lantern pumpkin look to him. That's my favorite of the creepy designs. And then there was one that I really liked the beta design for. Can't remember. Oh, there was the evolution that the Pokemon that was going to be there instead of Mudkip, and it's like a little bunny with an inflatable tube attached to its body. It's kind of fun, kind of cool. I like Mudkip more, but I do like that Pokemon as a concept. There was another one that I think it was a Wurmple. Wurmple beta design. Am I? Nope, it was not Wurmple. I can't remember. I'll come back next week with more designs here. But there's a lot of Pokemon beta designs leaked, and also a lot of concept art, which all looks really, really, really cool. So just go scour the internet and look at concept art from the leak. Get a free screensaver for your computer. They're cool. They are really cool looking. What else we got on the leaks, Micah? Hit us with our next one.
Rumors suggest that Mega Evolutions will be making a comeback with Zeraora. Never actually know how to pronounce that. It's that electric whatever Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, and Zygarde.
Possibly getting Mega Evolutions. And this is for the new Pokemon Legends ZA.
Makes sense, because both of their names start with the Z's.
Yeah, true. It's every Pokemon that starts with a Z and with an A gets a Mega.
Yeah, what Pokemon names start with A?
Appleton. Arceus.
Oh.
Aerodactyl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alakazam. That already has a Mega. Ampharos. That's a Pokemon, right?
Something like that. Oh, Absol. Apom. Amoonguss.
Sorry, I was wrong. It's Ampharos, not Ampharados. I mixed up Gyarados and Ampharos. Name-wise.
Oh. Arcanine. What is this? Arcaludon? Never seen that Pokemon before.
Urkaludon?
Generation 9. It evolves from Duraludon when exposed to a hunk of metal alloy. Spoiler alert.
What?
It's a steel dragon type.
I've never seen this either.
Shape? Oh my goodness, the picture
Is
they
this
have for
real?
shape is so good. I think so. They like catch rates and things. Its hatch time is 30 cycles.
Huh? How have I never seen this before? Gen 9.
It even Gigamaxes or Gigantamax.
I guess
Whatever they
it's
call it.
Sword and Shield. Okay, cool. It's a bridge. It's a bridge, a living bridge. That's okay. Oh, hey, I can't knock on Pokemon designs of any generation. Gen 1 actually has some weird ones, man.
Like what?
Grimer. Just make a pile of sludge and give it some eyes.
It's like a pile of poison sludge.
How
That's
about Magnemite that evolves into Magneton and it's just 3 Magnemites put together?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like Diglett.
Oh, another one from the same generation,
Yeah,
where they're just
a
like
classic.
3 of them combine into one somehow.
By their powers combined.
Plus, it's tough now that Wiglet and Wug Trio exist. The far superior versions of Diglett and Doug Trio. Diglett and Douglet.
That's what they should have called it.
There should have been a second stage where it's just 2 of them.
The
And then
the missing link
yeah.
of Diglets and Doug Trio.
So yeah, Mega Evolution's coming back for Z-A. Okay, then we have this entire chart here, which I don't want to dive into this too much, but this is a hieroglyph that is spotted in the Sinjo runes, which is only available to be seen in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I believe. And it's like a weird half Sinnoh, half Johto place, and where you get Arceus, where you find Arceus. So it might have been Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, actually. I don't know, but it shows what each of those symbols means. You've got Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia as these like circles in the creation sphere, and then there are corners around that are the Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit, which so it basically shows like the creation lore for Pokemon. Because outside of that original that triangle with Arceus, Dialga, Palkia creating space, time, and Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit are like emotions, right? I don't remember. It's like
I don't remember at all.
it's like wisdom, courage, and power.
Maybe power, you think?
um, but then outside of that, you got Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon. But then on this chart are all the pseudo legendaries as well, which apparently helped with creation.
Well, and Sean and Gordon. Who are those people?
You don't know about Sean and Gordon? I don't know who that. I think that's Saan. San.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It is Saan.
But you got Latios, Metagross, Latias, Tyranitar, Gyarados, and Dragonite. Groudon has 3, and none of those are real Pokemon names. So maybe it's leaks for future Pokemon. We're gonna get pseudo legendaries. We're gonna get a Gordon and a Son and a Dahabu. No idea. But also, that's probably just like a loose translation because then they're gonna get an Americanized or Westernized name. So his name will be
True.
like Archulidon with the bridge. Yeah, so this is just interesting, and I don't know what makes me laugh is like how complex the creation lore is, and then you can just catch all these guys. Like 10-year-old you goes in and catches Dialga, Palkia, and Arceus. You're like, yeah, these guys created the universe, and they're mine now.
Yep, very much.
That's so funny. I feel like Pokemon involved in the creation of and like the lore should not be catchable. They should just like Arceus should just be you see it and you can fight it, but you never can catch it.
You can catch it because they respect you so much. They let
Yeah.
themselves get caught.
Yeah, I guess it's true. What else we got? There's more. There's more. But wait, there's more.
Apparently, the new Mega Rayquaza
Oh, they
was
were
going to be
originally.
called the Delta Evolution originally.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense with. Didn't they call the DLC for that game like the Delta episode?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. I don't remember either. New lore: the Ginkgo Guild from Legends Arceus, which I think is like the Merchants Guild, right? They have a civilization in Sinnoh in ancient times. Or wait, no, who's the Ginkgo Guild? Wait. I might be mixing them up. Ginkgo Guild. No, it is them. Okay. Yeah. They are the ones that made the Snow Point Temple and the Temple of Sinnoh at Snow Point Ruins, which we knew kind of already, but this is like confirmed. Kalos, the region for X and Y, had a whole extra area known as Southern Kalos that was cut from the game kind of late in development. So that's a bummer. And that's how I feel about that. You want to hit us with the next point? I don't think you have any thoughts on that.
There's a bunch of cool concept art. And apparently Game Freak also used a Minecraft map made 11 years ago by this Bidoof King guy as a mock-up while they were developing
Omega Ruby,
whatever other one is called.
Which is so funny that they used like a Minecraft map as like to help visualize the game in 3D. That's pretty dang funny. Thanks, Minecraft. Ruby and Sapphire were originally going to have Pokemon sprites that were animated, but they discarded that idea pretty early on. So if you play Ruby and Sapphire, and I think Emerald as well, none of the sprites are animated for Pokemon. They have an animation to appear on screen, and then they like will move back and forth for different attacks, but they were like animated to move like they do in Pokemon Black and White. I think it's the first game where that was a thing. Was that a thing in Diamond Pearl? I don't remember. I don't remember now. There's too many games. They all kind of blur together in my mind. Diamond and Platinum definitely had some animation, but I don't know if they had like an idle animation. Black and White was the first one to do that. I'm fairly certain. Which is weird that they were planning as early as Game Boy Advance to have that and then scrapped it. Hit us with this next point, Micah. This one's fun. Oh, big yawn from Micah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired. This is a long episode.
Poorly timed yawn. Well, apparently Typhlosion is a creep. Slacking is a creep. And Octillery, Rapdash, and Lapras have been in some weird situations.
We learned that Game Freak puts the freak in Game Freak in some of these Pokedex or lore or Canalav library-esque stories about Pokemon. Typhlosion kidnapped a child and had a weird Pokemon human hybrid with a child. But that happens on multiple occasions with both Octillery and Rapidash and Lapras. And there's just a lot of stuff that isn't in the final games. And people are like, whoa, why? But I want
explain this somehow.
I want everybody to keep in mind, no. There is no explanation. This is weird and unnecessary, but it is in the games already. There is already weird, creepy Pokedex entries about like children being turned into Pokemon. There was in the Canalave library in Diamond and Pearl stories about uh, people and Pokemon being married.
Mm,
There's some weird stuff in the games as is. So this doesn't feel so wildly out of place with what they have done in game lore, but it
hmm.
is so why? Why do they do it? I think we need to question everything in this. And I saw someone who made the argument that like a lot of Pokemon is based off of mythology. And if you look at like
Yeah, because like the Typhlosion story is like kind of based off of some other demon like
yeah, and if you look
creature.
at like a lot of ancient
So in other words, it's just like fanfic for these other
it's
demons
like
that they just put Pokemon into.
yeah, it's like folklore type stuff that is supposed to be rooted in this sort of like ancient folklore type story stuff. It's weird. I think I
Yeah,
think that
still weird though.
I think they don't need to do that. Not to these weird extents. We don't need to find out.
I just think you wouldn't have cared too much if it wasn't Typhlosion.
You're right.
Your boy.
They hit my boy with, hey, Typhlosion's on the Epstein list. Sorry to say. It's like, no, no. I mean, could you imagine if we found out Shuckle Shuckle was involved in some P Diddy parties? What would you say then?
I would say they were lies. Oops.
Someone I did see a funny TikTok where someone said, my boy Typhlosion is being absolutely slandered. Look at the story here. Shape shifting. This is not a Typhlosion. That's a Ditto. Slandering the name of my boy Typhlosion. It's so funny. Just like, yeah, that's that's where we're at with those weird stories. So, um, unfortunately for me, Typhlosion is now the new what is the evolution for water?
Vaporeon.
Yeah, the new Vaporeon, the new
I've
butt
never
of every joke.
actually. Yeah, I've heard things about Vaporeon, and I have managed to never learn exactly what people meant.
Don't Google it.
Oh yeah, I won't.
Don't.
I've gone
I
this long
recommend.
without. So
Yeah, and while we're at it, just don't look into these stories about these Pokemon because you know don't meet your heroes, kids. Some of these Pokemon are messed up.
I saw some jokes about how like Feraligatr is now the best of that generation. Where
Everybody's like,
they're like,
everybody's
oh
like, we.
yeah, it's my time to shine.
I saw all these ones that are like, we were too harsh on Meganium.
Hey, people are too harsh on Meganium. That's a pretty good Pokemon. I like that.
Meganium's cool. I think Chikorita looks dumb. I think a lot of people agree with that though.
Hmm.
Um,
I think Cyndaquil's evolution arc is dumb. It just gets bigger. It's the
it's,
exact same thing, but slightly bigger.
you're not wrong.
I mean, Feraligatr is not crazy different,
Yeah, true. Meganium actually
but
changes
there's a
quite
little, yeah. I was
drastically.
like, but there's at least a little bit of change. I feel like Cyndaquil is essentially like the exact same thing, but bigger. And
Yeah,
there's flame always there now. It's like, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Cyndaquil's my favorite Pokemon. Cyndaquil's my favorite Pokemon. I like Quilava and Typhlosion, but I like Cyndaquil. In fact, I will raise Cyndaquil and not evolve it because I think Cyndaquil is cool.
Even to level 100,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
where you could never evolve it
Yep.
ever.
Yep.
What if your Cyndaquil was like, I would like to evolve now? And you were like, well, you can't. I ruined
Sorry.
your life.
I ruined your life. I don't know. He never they don't ever really say, I want to evolve now, except
Wow.
for when they reach the right level. And then they're like,
And you
they're evolving.
forcibly stop them.
You give them the stone
The
that stops
Everstone.
them, the Everstone, yeah. Can we round out this episode with the final thing we want to talk about with the leaks? For the first time, we have gotten more information about the 10th region, and it is internally referred to as Gaia. This region seems to be inspired by Greece and Greek mythology, which could lead to some interesting story and gameplay elements focusing on Greece's like rich culture and history. And we'll get some more weird stories with like Zeus and lore.
No.
Maybe that's what they were saving these up for.
Oh no. They could get real weird with Zeus lore.
Yeah. One note here is that the game may concentrate on traveling between different islands, but the final direction remains unclear. And that, I think, is about all we'll want to cover here. I guess we can talk a little bit more here. Presto posted in the rumor mill some summaries here. There's going to be 2 versions of Pokemon Gaia, and the Japanese names are K and N. It is in development for Switch 2, but a version for Switch 1 is also being tested. So it looks like it may be a cross-generation release. Interesting choice, I think. And then more info on that MMO. So talk about Pokemon Synapse. It is a collaboration between Ilka and Game Freak, and has been described as Splatoon-like.
Oh yeah. Remember hearing about that a little bit.
And
Seems
his
interesting.
note says that it is not an MMO. So it may just be like an online multiplayer game that is
If it's Splatoon like, it's a weird way to describe the game.
a shooter where you're coloring the map. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. What does it mean? There's some okay. This has a bunch of news. Maybe we should go over this. We'll go over this real quick. TV and film news, because there's some leaks for that as well. It's over in the rumor mill if you want to take a look at this. First up, we got Project Bauer, which has been in development since 2021. It will be a fresh start for the movie universe with a new protagonist. So we're moving away from Ash Ketchum. Set in Kanto, and only the original 151 Pokemon will appear. And the main mythical Pokemon will be Mew. So, and new anime movie with new anime protagonist. You want to hit the next one?
Project Reload. It's apparently a new original TV anime. It will be 12 episodes, each being about 21 minutes. Animated by Studio Colorido.
And it's been in development since 2022. Next,
status unclear.
Next, we have The Great Detective Pikachu, which is the sequel to the Detective Pikachu movie, and has been in development since 2021.
Once again, status unclear.
And unknown, it may be canceled. I hope not, because the first one did so good.
Yeah. And then Project Discovery. It's Netflix live action. Which will have 8 episodes for the first season, with 5 seasons being considered, with no more details.
Project Discovery. So is this just a live action?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. That would be so cool. That would be very cool if that is real. And that's, I think, a good stopping point. A lot of information leaking about Pokemon online. I recommend following places like TeraLeaks, or some of your like favorite gaming news outlets, as they'll be posting pictures that you can see things, and we can chat about it. Obviously, over on our Discord, we have a whole Pokemon dedicated channel. So yeah, let's have a conversation. Um, Micah, where can people find Nintendo Pals?
On the internet, like Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, some other places.
Apple Podcast.
Right.
On all podcast platforms, actually. So if you have a preferred podcast listening place, you'll find us, Nintendo Pals, on all platforms. But if you want to watch the video version of the podcast, you got to check out YouTube or Spotify, where we are posting full colorized video
Wow.
of us here. Yes, high definition video. I as well do projects on the side projects on the side. There's my main channel is Andros One, where I do gaming content and mainly Zelda challenges, but a bunch of variety of Nintendo things. I also post YouTube videos and TikToks and Instagram, and the content on all of those platforms is different. So if you want to see me goofing around in a tingle suit, that is pretty much exclusive to TikTok. If you want to see me gaming, YouTube, Twitch, and if you want to see pictures where I faked being in different locations that I'm not actually at, Instagram. Andros One on all platforms. And I was trying to get more active on Twitter too, but Twitter's been like downward spiraling. So I may be jumping ship there. Probably leave my account open, but I probably will be switching over to one of the alternatives. I don't know what is out there. I've heard Blue Sky is cool. I've heard Threads. We'll see. I liked Twitter when I first jumped onto it, and people could actually see my posts. But nowadays, if you follow me on Twitter, you're not even going to see the things that I'm posting. So, because it just doesn't prioritize non-paid members, and it hardly prioritizes the paid ones. So there you have it, folks. Check out Nintendo Pals on all platforms, Andros One on all platforms, and Micah occasionally does stuff too over at Micah Prime. With that, Micah, close us out with some wise words of wise wisdom.
We're all strangely normal, or normally strange.
So true. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.